Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind, Spectre of Communism. We have 2 more missions left to go, so let's get started with that. Last episode we got some nice territory over here, a lot of territory, and now we're going to invade Sweden, and I would wager Norway too, and Italy here. No plans as of yet to go for North Africa, but never mind that. Anyway, I was gonna go for that missile strike here, and I'm just gonna go for it. Level 2. I'll get level 3 afterwards. Let's go to the units. So first of all, let's deal with the overstrength. Got a bunch of prestige again. Always nice. And I tend to be most happy about the overstrength of the fighters. That tends to be quite nice. It's plenty expensive. What does it do? -1 naval. That's really good for a MiG-9. Yeah. It's also not as if I have a choice, like... Well, let's just stick it to 2 first and see what we can do. We have the IS-4, which from the IS-3 is 94 upgrade. Gives me a lot more hard defense, air defense, out attack, hard attack. Let's at the very least turn these IS-3s into IS-4s. Bam, bam, bam. These can be upgraded. T-3451 will remain the same, just like Panther and Tiger. It's just too expensive to deal with it any other way. Issue 130 performed reasonably well. None of that can be upgraded. So I guess we're really only looking at the fighters here. Well, that's not worth it. Yak 9 UT is definitely the weakest here. So let's upgrade that. And then I want to take a last look at the equipment. Which, in most cases, should be fine. But for some units like these, I could just remove the sappers and I'm better off with additional ammunition. And Why does this thing not have any additional stuff? Anti-air radar. Alright, we're at 209, so I'm just gonna say that I think this is fine. Alright. Let's see what Vasilevsky and Rokossovsky have to say about our invasion of Italy and Switzerland.
What happened to Kiev is terrible, but the capitalists can't drop atomic bombs on all of our cities. No reason to abandon further advance. I am more worried about the invasion of Italy. We can't handle the Italian fleet in a fair fight. You need to come up with something to take that fleet out of the game.
Yeah, I also don't really have the bombers for it. I haven't been using bombers like that for quite a while. I mean, I might be able to just keep tossing missiles at it, but I don't know whether that's the correct option.
Destroying a peaceful city? I can hardly process it. Every weapon in history pales in comparison to this new American device. We must develop our own atomic bomb, and fast. Otherwise, our motherland will soon be destroyed.
Alright. Let's go.
The city of Kiev has suffered an atomic bombing. The capital of the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic, and the most ancient of our cities, is no more. The United States has also tried to bomb Kharkiv, but our valiant Air Force has shut down the enemy's super fortress bombers.
We have no more time to negotiate with the Western powers. War has begun. They have the bomb and we do not. The worst has happened.
Joseph, that was not the worst. The worst is at our doorstep. Kiev was just the first blow. The only way to avoid more is to negotiate.
No. Now is not the time for negotiating. The wrath of the Soviet people will be overwhelming. Zhukov, you must prepare a swift invasion. We must purge Italy of Allied troops.
The American super fortresses that attacked Kiev flew from Italian bases. Our soldiers are ready to fight. They want to avenge Kiev and the people who died there.
Zhukov, I order you to attack. We must not sit and wait for American bombers to arrive in Moscow. Our comrades from the Italian Communist Party are fighting a heroic battle against the Western occupiers. Right next door in the Alps, Switzerland is a stronghold of banking and capitalism. Help the Italian workers and peasants, Comrade Zhukov. You need to make sure that dirty Swiss capital in the future will serve world communism.
Have no doubt, Comrade Stalin. We will save the workers of Italy, and we will convert the Swiss bankers to collective society.
Ambitious as ever, Comrade Zhukov. I must point out that Switzerland is a mountainous country. It will not be easy crossing the Alpine passes.
Nothing is impossible for the Red Army, Comrade Rokossovsky. If we have to, we'll level those passes to get through them. Comrades, our objective is full control over Italy and Switzerland. To that end, we must capture the key population centers of the region: Trieste, Bolzano, Trento, Venice, Bologna, San Marino, Florence, Rome, Ajaccio, Genova, Milan, Bern, Zurich, and Basel.
Comrade Zhukov, what do we do about the British Navy? There's a large enemy fleet near Corsica, threatening both our land forces and our tiny naval force. We only have a handful of ships and they cannot possibly defeat the enemy fleet on their own.
We'll cross that bridge when we reach it, Comrade Vasilevsky. For now, just order our fleet to avoid serious engagements. I'm sure we'll come up with some sort of plan.
There's another problem besides the British Navy, Comrade Zhukov. The American Air Force. The Yankees have turned Corsica into a giant aircraft carrier. They keep transferring a huge number of aircraft there, including strategic bombers.
Now that's something we can deal with, comrades. However many planes the Americans might have, we've got more. Order our pilots to target Corsica when they have the chance. We have to destroy the enemy's main air base.
Sure, well, we'll see how we're going to deal with it. It seems like we have to put all our forces in one area. Basically, I'm going to have some of these units have to go down. Some of them have to keep going up through here. Sweep all the way through to the mountains in Swiss, and then we're going to head down. Most likely after taking most of Italy, we still have to deal with the British Navy and Corsica somehow. But we'll get to that problem when we get to it, I guess. Each of the routes will at least have one hero in terms of infantry, but there's really a lot of stuff to deploy here. Again. I also really need to be careful with the deployment like that. I think in terms of deployment, that's going to be it for now. I actually think that for some of the forces, I'd really just much rather deploy AA at the start. I still have a deployment there. There's still this thing though. Checking if all the rows are filled. And that's it. That's a lot of airplanes up there. Let's start by taking down the fortifications. Through some means. And they do have a bunch of stuff down there. What makes it so that... Oh, they sell Overwatch, okay. I'm not gonna sit here and do nothing at the start like that. Oh yeah, I should have moved in there first. Right, well these guys are spent. They'll get their supplies, but... Oh, this is just forced? Okay. We have 16 turns here. Should be able to finish them off rather soon. But are they getting supplies in there? I would think they would, yeah. The thing about it is that I don't want to waste any ammo, so I don't really want them to attack there. Because the problem is I kind of need to protect it with fighters, so if I go in here I'll have one movement. I need to then get there. But killing these units is just so valuable that That's still just worth it, I think. Oh, they can go back to supply. These guys are pretty much dead. I have to also, with 16, I have to get at least 4 to 5 per turn. They get back movement. Wonder how that works. But I like it. Don't like that. They should be pretty good though. Also, let's kill that. They're not very likely to be able to attack in there. Question is, yeah, let's go after the infantry. And take the city. Can always deal with that later. Seems like they also have an infantry in there, or at least something. It's probably nothing super crazy. Or is that an anti-air? Well, try. To deal with a few of these. So Spitfire 13, this is a torpedo bomber. I'm not too worried about the torpedo bomber, but Any fighter that I can take down, I will. They do have overrun and they have double attack. It's pretty useful. They have another AA there. That's also something to take into consideration. You can't even move in far enough. These guys don't seem to be doing very well in terms of attack here. That is, again, really annoying. Ooh. Well, I'll deal with the priest, and my unit should be getting supplies at least, but I guess they'll have to move back again. I have to say, I'm not a particularly big fan of those centurions there. Which certainly seem to have gotten quite a bit stronger. What if I... that's... definitely not good enough. Guess I'm best off not even attacking them. Although... Let's attack. And kill that. That's a pretty reasonable number of enemy's troops there. Pretty big. But let's see if we can work with this. So there. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's a problem. Because it suggests also. Oh. That's our Overwatch. The problem with Venice is it's right next to those destroyers, and they do have AA. So I don't really have the proper way to deal with that. Up here, that stuff is also pretty tricky in terms of movements. So you're gonna move that unit back. And things are still quite stuffed. With quite, I mean, they are really stuffed, obviously. Let's land the bombers. There's no way they can do anything for this turn. Yeah, and then in the rear I'll have a few more of these. So just to protect myself. Alright, I got 7% on my turn. I mean, I guess for now it could cut it, but there's the submarines. Interesting, this. I would hope they don't have anything there. What do they have? They have torpedo expert, night hunter, evasive maneuvers, fire discipline, forward observer. That's very interesting. Sure, I'm very happy at that though. I wonder if they're gonna go for that recon. Infantry, okay. That's fine, they're bombing their own cities. On the infantry, that's not so bad though.
Comrade Vasilevsky,
Yes, Comrade Zhukov?
I've heard a rumor that the Bavarian castle of Neuschwanstein holds Hitler's own treasury. We should send troops there and search the place well. All valuables we find should be requisitioned for the benefit of the Soviet people.
Understood. I'll send special troops to search that castle immediately, Comrade Zhukov.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. These new Centurions, the Centurion Mark III, they actually do give me a little bit of a headache. But I guess we'll go through. Either way, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.